We're live.
We're live. Let me make sure Twitter knows. Hi, I'm Sapphy.
And I'm Mystic.
And I am tweeting that we're live on @LoreTogether. But if you're here because you're hopefully a fan of our podcast, Lore Together. And we've decided to continue with Obduction. One, because it functions. Obduction function. Alright.
Sapphy should have started the tweet before we started playing.
I didn't know how much. You didn't give me a countdown.
Can't you draft tweets? I don't remember.
I believe you can, and I believe that involves some forethought when my job is not killing me.
Fair.
You know, it's been crazy, but we really appreciate people coming out and seeing us or watching later. And we are live. I didn't put it on the live stream for. So, all right. So, am I doing resume game?
I'd go to load game just to double check.
Load game. Sapphy Lore. Hunrath. Shall I?
You shall.
So, we last left off.
We had just gotten into Farley's.
We've gotten into Farley's. Which is why we've stopped where this map is in the home. Because there was some tunnel shenanigans.
Yeah. There is a clue you need in this area, though.
Okay. We listened to the tapes that she had recorded of everybody's stories. Okay, there we go. So this is the map. So just to keep things here. So we started. Where is it? Oh, let's see. We started. Where did we start?
At the beginning of the game?
Yes.
That dotted circle at the very top almost.
So that's where we started. We came here. We got right outside Farley's. Then we went to town. And then we went around this way to CW's. CW was like, you need to restore the power. So we had to basically go through here. And we had to I'm trying to remember. We went to the rail yard because we had to start up some stuff and get the falls running. So that way our
You had the falls running before you went to turn on the power.
Okay, we had to get the falls running. We had to get the power going. Well, yeah, because there was
We've been all over the map.
I've been everywhere. Yeah.
And last time you discovered that you could go through the cell wall.
Yes, it bounces you to essentially a different point.
It bounces you to the opposite side.
So essentially, where you see one of these.
There's a corresponding one on the other
There's a
side.
corresponding one right there. That's literally just a straight linear line that is literally not the radius. I'm trying to remember. Basically, it's a line that bisects the map in half. So you're at the other side. I'm just trying to describe it in accurate terms. So.
Apologies, I'm doing our patron post for the episode that's going up on Saturday for public.
Oh, that's right. If you want to listen to our latest episode, patreon.com/LoreTogether, we recorded our latest episode, which is about
the history of Guild Wars.
The history of Guild Wars. So
all the way up to Searing.
Yes, if you know what that is. If you don't know what that is, listen, and you'll know what the Searing is. All right, so we have a clue we have to get in this house. So it looks like all the houses that are here, like half the stuff that's here, is literally has been transported here, similar to how you were transported here. Oh, wait, hold on a second. What is that? I'm going to take a picture of it. I'm glad I remembered that wasn't jump for once. I'm not sure what that's for, but I'm assuming it'll be important later. We just don't know.
You can gain some context here still. You haven't explored every single thing.
I have not explored every single thing. Oh. Like this thing. Oh. What? Looks like a belly button.
It is indicating part of the map.
I mean, sure. I understand it's indicating part of the map, so it's where the wall and the... Okay. Can you move this thing is my question. Whoa! Does that mean anything? Or is that just a grader? Let's take... Oh, it would help if I didn't run into it. So that looks like that has a slide in it. Does this look like it has a slide in it? Does that mean something? Or is it just...
Well, you're switching between 2 slides.
But... This slide.
Mm-hmm.
That's not just... happenstance?
No.
Okay.
There is almost no such thing in a Cyan game.
That pattern...
But I think you lack context for this.
I mean, I'll take the pictures, but...
Though there is context here.
Oh, help. Well, let me turn this off for now. Oh, hold on a second. That does not help.
That actually is one of the problems with this is it's not exact because it's subjectively based on where the screen is.
Oh.
So you have to like move the screen up or down, and a lot of people don't realize that it's not a predetermined height.
So this? So like this?
Kind of, a little bit more.
Oh.
You're playing connect the dots, basically.
This feels like this is where it should be.
Mm-hmm. Close enough.
I don't know what it means, though.
You may forget you have seen a pattern like this before.
I did forget I've seen a pattern like this before. It's been 2 weeks since I last played.
Okay. I'll tell you where to go at least. Head to the gas station.
Okay. Well, that looks like... And I think this door is still locked, right?
It is not locked, but you can open it and leave it open.
Here, I'm just going to turn this off. I don't want to waste their energy right now. So, of course, today my ears are going to be itchy. I'm itchy all over, guys. Blame the allergies.
Temperature change.
Blame allergies. Oh my gosh. Okay, so Mystic has this box here of something he got at Gen Con for making up NPCs in games. And I just realized one side of the box had eyes staring at you. And I'm going to move it because it's just creeping me out. So, sorry for that interruption. So, can we unlock...
I'll just put it by your work desk.
Did I lock it? Sweet. So, can we leave this open?
Yeah.
It's safe to leave this open.
Yes.
Okay.
But to get to the gas station, you may want to go through the house.
Okay, I'm gonna leave this open. Go through the house to get to the gas station. Oh my gosh. Sapphy is itchy. Wait, what's this?
I was waiting to see you when you realized that. You closed the door and, like, didn't notice that there was a tunnel.
I did not notice there was a tunnel. Well, we're noticing it now.
Unfortunately, it's not going to lead anywhere just yet.
Okay. Looks like something has to be untransmuted on the other side. It's my assumption. So if you weren't with us last week, we figured out that there are things that project physical, like holograms that do have physical property. You can close this door behind me at least.
Any reason?
I don't. Wait. I don't know.
That's fair.
I know, I keep expecting aliens to attack and that to be a bad idea, but it's not an action game, it's a puzzle game.
Yes.
It's just a different logic, that's all. Okay, so gas station would be... I don't think it's this way.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah, if you see like how these things are cut, it looks like there's definitely pieces of these lands that have been taken. So this looks like this was part of the inside of a train station. Da, da, da. Huh. Interesting. So yeah, this was like part of the inside of a train station. Here's the outside of it. So they took part of a rail yard. So it wasn't just... So it's not just pods that take just people. They take whole pieces of terrain.
Mm-hmm. Well, we found out last time that the whole town was taken at one point.
Yeah.
You look confused.
I got distracted. I forgot what we were trying to do. I suddenly got a sci-fi idea for a story, and I'm just not gonna write it right now, or possibly ever. I've got enough story. I got too many story ideas in my head right now.
Sorry.
It's not your fault. Can you like open this? No, that was wishful thinking. Okay, so we got to go to the gas station. This thing. Oh. Wait, can I do this? Can I do this? Oh, that's not what I wanted to do. How do I undo it?
You can drag between to undo.
What?
You can drag between dots to undo stuff.
Ah, perfect. Except for this one. This one wants to stay.
It is a little bit of a finicky system.
And, how do I... Does that enter? What just happened?
Think of this as a two-way translator. So now it's showing you what 0 is in the numbering system.
So that thing that looks like 15 is 0.
No. you had 15 on the display, so when you hit enter, it made the other one look like 15.
Oh. Wait. Let me try this again, because I think I've totally missed it. Okay, so I do that, and I press enter.
No. Enter will, again, take 0 and put it... You want to press the button above the 15. The big glowy thing.
Oh. 406. 406. Sorry, I had my hand over my mouth. I don't know how that sounded. But now it's done that?
So the thing that people get confused of with this is what you entered is a correct number.
Yeah.
But it's not it's kind of like rules of their math. So it knows, oh, this is what they're trying to do. Let me show them the correct way of putting that in.
So
It's just not as easy. I think the idea is it's not as easy to remember for the humans who would be looking at it. Like 15 is easier to remember than, or a diagonal 15 is easier to remember than 2 lines and a squiggle, and yeah.
So it's auto-correcting your digits.
Yes.
Okay.
You have the information you need.
I need the 406.
Yes.
I'm just going to take a picture of it. Okay.
Now, if you want to know how the system actually works...
Can I clear it?
Yes, you can. There's a clear button on the cash register, and you can just hit enter, and that'll clear it all.
So this is 0.
Yes. So the way the numbering actually works, if I can explain it really quickly.
I'm now going to play with it.
I'll let you explore then. You missed last time when we were playing. There's a worksheet on the desk behind you that would have told you a little bit of information.
Interesting. A worksheet on the desk behind me. So let's turn around. Desk? Desk.
You just looked at it.
This?
That's a newspaper worksheet.
What?
Look on the other, sorry, not a desk, the table.
Table. Okay, I was like, oh, I don't remember picking this up. I don't think I picked this
You
up.
didn't notice it even.
Worksheet, multi-purpose villain control panel interface. This is the control panel that the villains have supplied for our use, although they are able to system vocalizations. They have provided these control panels for other species to have limited access and control. If you have trouble, please find Noah for help. Remember, the villain numbering system is base 4. 0, 1, 2, 3. Then you go 4, 5, 6, 7. Then you go 8, 9, 10, 11. Like...
Base 4, so 0, 1, 2, 3, 10, 11, 12, 13, 20...
No, but that's not... I hate it when people explain it like that, because you're still skipping numbers. What you're trying to say is you finish the set at 3 because you start with 0, 1, 2, 3.
I think it might be easier to do it as hash marks, I guess. Because everyone does 5s or 10s, and here you do 4, then you do the next one.
Yeah, if you want to do like 1, 2, 3. Well, yeah, but you can't... Yeah, you gotta be you'd have to be careful with how you do the hash marks.
Actually,
yeah.
the better way to do it is, it's hard to go 1, 2, 3, 10, but that is essentially what you are doing in a weird way, because each base number, so 1, 2, 3, that's your ones digit. If you go higher than 3, now you put a 1 in the tens digit.
And you're not putting a 1. You gotta think. Okay, the thing is, you're saying it in actual concepts we know in binary.
Mm-hmm.
But if you're trying to explain it to somebody like me, don't use binary numbers. Like use it like instead say like you go 1, 2, 3, then you go triangle 1, 2, 3, triangle square 1, 2, 3, because you're trying to show how many sets of 4 you have.
Now I'm even more confused.
It doesn't help. Okay. This is why did not understand base numbers until about like a couple years ago when a friend of ours who's into programming was explaining how you count base 2 on your hands.
Hello, Honest Piranha Labs.
Oh
Glad
my
you
God.
made it to this one.
Yes, thank you for coming. Well, I'm complaining about explaining different base number systems. It's just because everybody would explain it. It's like that you would jump to 10. And for somebody like me, that means you skipped 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And that's not what you're doing. You're counting the same numerical value in a different symbology or a different...
But we count in base 10,
framing.
so it's hard to say... it's hard to think in a different way and translate it into a way that's easy to grasp with people who do count in base 10.
But people have been trying to explain it to me, somebody who's counted base 10 all my life, like that, and I never got it until you stopped trying to explain it that way.
It worked for
that's
me.
my thing.
It worked for me finally when people explained it as the digit numbers, going from ones to tens to hundreds, instead of trying to count it 0, 1, 2, 3, 10. That doesn't work for my brain. But that's how a lot of people explain it.
I can't do it. It just doesn't work for me that way. My brain is just not wired that way to think of it that way. And I think the thing that I'm finding frustrating about this mystic, and I'm going to stop harping on it in a minute because this is not why we're here. This is not why we're here. But like, I'm tempted, like, actually. So like these are like experiment and see what that means.
Yeah.
And we'll just try it. But for me, it's kind of like, for me, the problem is that for some people, you're trying to explain the concept using the base 10 terms. And for me, somebody who understands like symbolism better to a certain extent, you should have just put a new symbology for what the values of 0, 1, 2, 3 mean. And then if you had explained it that way, I would have figured it out before the age of 33.
So like the exact opposite problem with hexadecimal, where you have more numbers than 10,
Right.
where it goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, A, B, C, D, E, F, 11.
Right, because because the thing is, you're still counting to those values. You're just representing those values in a different format.
Right.
That's not how my brain took it when people said, oh yeah, it's basically you go 1, 2, 3, 10 for base 4. It's like, no, that's not how that works. You're not skipping the
So
other
I meant
values.
10, not 11.
You're not skipping the other values. It's just, it's...
Honest Labs goes, I first had this concept explained to me with the dozanal system, which is base 12, because you're adding new digits instead of taking them away. Also, base 12 is better than base 10. I would agree.
Base 12 probably is better than base 10. I'd be fine with it. And you're probably right. That, or no, what's this number?
Because, did you know you can count to 12 on one hand?
You know, I think I've had this shown to me before.
Using the knuckles and stuff?
Yeah.
That's why 12 is better. You can count to it easier. It's more easily divisible by 3s and 4s.
That's great.
Like,
the reason we count to 10 is because as a species we have 10 digits on our hands. That's why. Like, I don't see any other way around that. So, and unless there's other cultures that don't use base 10 and I'm just not aware. There aren't. I'm not an anthropologist.
There are some cultures that do not use base 10, if I remember correctly.
Okay. How many times have we stared at this thing talking about base
So
counting?
the broad strokes of this numbering system is, let me just explain this really quickly.
Okay, that's fine. I'm just trying to say I want to keep it.
The top.
Fun.
So there's 4 dots at each of those corners of the diamond, let's say.
Yes.
And the top one is your ones digit. The right one is your tens digit. The bottom one is your hundreds digit, and then the other one I think is your thousands digit.
So wait. So which one's the ones?
Top one.
This one?
And then you connect it to one of the 4. That's 1, 2, 3, 4.
Ah, So this is okay.
So now if you put, I think I'm getting that right. Base 6. That nah.
Base 6. We're just gonna have a little fun with this. Like,
We got,
whoa.
and it corrected you.
Mm-hmm.
I think I might have gotten my digits wrong. Ones, tens, hundreds. I can't remember what the other one
This says
is.
this is 1. So if I do this, this is 1.
Yeah. Oh no, I'm wrong.
1,
I was wrong.
2, 3.
It's not the corners. It's
and
the
then
middle.
0. It's the middle.
Yeah.
So it's okay.
Or something. Whatever. I don't remember off the top of my head. It's fine. We don't need this as much.
Okay.
So
We got the number we needed. We've
Yeah.
now spent way too much time staring at the same thing over and again as we.
okay, let's go. So we have a number we need.
Which is the 406 or something like that.
And I will say we want to get into the tower.
Go.
But I'm going to leave you to figure out how to get to the tower.
Okay. I've got enough help as it is. First of all, I need to get out of this gas station. I know what the heck's going on.
I'm going to give you a slight hint. You're not looking for a door. There's a door into the tower, but to get to it, you don't use a door. You need to find a way up to the door. That'll make sense later.
Is that boat-looking thing the tower?
Yeah, I believe it's a train, actually. Like a train car or something.
Oh, it is.
Yeah.
So we need to get to a door. A door that gets us into the tower.
You did have a hint towards it already.
There was like... So this door isn't going to get us there, though.
No.
Okay.
And pardon me while I still go try to continue my post for the Patreon episode.
Okay. I feel like I have to go around... If I'm getting to the wall, I gotta go around this way. Go through this nice little peaceful place. My apologies for, like, my... I feel like I gotta apologize for my rant on base numbers. I don't know. I think it's just... showing my frustration when people believe, oh, this is the easiest way to explain it. And it's just like, no. I don't know. It's kind of like... It's like when you think of what are those puzzles that they do on that podcast you like.
Futility closet.
Futility Closet does... What are those?
Oh, this might give you some info. Oh, no. You have to get the bridge down still.
Well, at least I know I can get up there.
Yes.
I'm assuming it won't let me jump off.
No.
That's me trying to jump off, guys. It just has my shadow being like, oh, you're stuck.
Has your shadow just kind of stand there like, oh.
Alright, so we're going to get down from here. Alright. Oop. Help if I didn't turn too early. Looks like some people went swimming and dried their clothes.
There's quite a few people who assume that there's someone skinny dipping.
I think nudity was involved. It's just a question if it was involved before or after they got in the water. More likely before. So. Hello. Okay. So we have to get to the wall. So the wall...
Okay, Patreon episode is up.
Hey, hope you all like our Guild Wars episode.
It'll be live for the public on Saturday morning.
And thanks for your patience. As like we used to try to get these up Thursday morning, but unfortunately,
But toddler.
Yeah, he's a toddler now. That's for sure. I mean, he's over a year old, guys, but he's definitely toddling. Toddling is the thing.
When you get frustrated, let me know, or I'll let you know in 5 minutes.
Well, feel free, yeah, because. So again, I'm gonna say it again because I've said it before, and I'll say it again. I don't think the way puzzle games want me to think.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not. This is where the tree is. I want to get to the wall. I do not.
Specifically, you want to get on top of the wall. You do have some information to help you. You may want to check your photos.
I'm trying to remember where my photos are. There they are. Literally right at top. I don't think of the way puzzle games think so. So we've got this with the wall and the tower. Right there. The yard. What's considered the yard?
The yard is the...
It's on the other side, so I should be on the other side?
The yard is the junkyard area.
So I should be on the other side of this. Right?
I don't know where you are exactly at the moment. I was not watching.
Actually closer to this part on the edge of this circle, the tree.
You can get to the yard pretty easily by walking through the cell wall from here.
Okay.
Just basically walk the way you got there the first time. It's over by Farley's. Or... No, it's that winding path you took. There was a door that you had to destroy some rocks at.
Oh, that's right.
Sapphy should watch our old streams just to refresh before these.
If I had time to, sure, but I had to put little buddy to bed, and also I'm supposed to be writing a tabletop game for Saturday, and I don't know when I'm gonna have time to do it. So I'm just gonna have to stay up late tomorrow. Wish me luck. I'm gonna be powering through like mugs and mugs of tea, writing furiously, only in hopes that I can sleep in and that Mystic will take care of little buddy before we have to rush off to meet our friends for our game. What? You're the one who's enjoying the game too, dagnabbit. That's right. So the junkyard. We got to the junkyard through... That looks like an actual cave-in, not a pseudo cave-in.
Piranha Labs, have you played Obduction before? I don't remember if you've been to one of our streams on it. I know you were late to the one, but I didn't really get a chance to talk to you.
Yeah, nice to chat up with you, Piranha Labs. P.S. Cool name.
You have to look up your... let's see. What do you do? It will not let me click on your name.
Okay, so... Junkyard it up. Junkyard it up. So we're in the hilly part of the junkyard.
You do not want to go down. I will tell you that right now.
Okay, that's good to know.
The way to the wall is through somewhere up here on this plateau. Maybe not in the junkyard, though.
On this plateau. Okay, so let's see where this let's survey this.
Oh, it's Nescapades. All right, cool. Yeah, we did. We were in your Christmas episode.
Oh my gosh! Hey! Oh my! I miss you guys. I have not been able to catch up with podcasts nearly as much as I've wanted to recently, and I need to listen again, especially your episodes where you talk about the old Super NES magazines, because my brother used to read those, and I'd look at them.
Oh, Nintendo Power?
Yeah, Nintendo Power.
I still have a bunch down in my parents' basement.
It's just interesting to see what was cool back then, because my brother was super into it, and he's keeping up with everything, and like, for me, at that time, I think it was, unfortunately, this idea that, like, the video game's the boys thing.
Yeah.
So I didn't get into it as much as I should have. As much as I was a tomboy, even as a tomboy, there were things I thought that were too masculine for me. So
I think I still have my favorite Nintendo console, I think, has been the GameCube. And so I think I still have all my GameCube era Nintendo Powers. Especially the launch ones, because I was able to go to, I think they called them the Cube Cafes.
Oh, really?
Back before the launch of the GameCube, where you could go and play the games before the console came out. And I was sitting there taking pictures with this old Polaroid camera. And then one of the women walks up and says, "Are you part of the press?" I'm like, "No." "Well, you can't take pictures in here then." And she just walked away and left me with my camera.
I've told you the rules, so I expect you to listen now.
I did, because I don't want to get kicked out, but it was just kind of funny.
See, you're risk adverse about that stuff like I am. See, I
hey, it was my first time being able to play Star Wars. Was a Rogue Squadron 2.
Ah, yeah.
And Wave Race Blue Storm.
Yeah.
And what was the other one that they had there? I don't remember what the other game they had there was. I think there were 3 or 4 games.
Okay, I gotta remember that my sense of direction is kind of skewed, so...
Mm-hmm. You do have a map. It doesn't have a "you are here" dot, but it could be helpful.
Which map? You're talking about the map that I took a picture of?
Yeah. It has all the features labeled and everything.
Well, I have to figure out which feature... I'm going past out of the junkyard, but I have to look at what feature I'm near before that's useful. Okay, I remember this. That ends there, and we can't transfer it there. Okay.
You could walk through there.
Can I walk through it now?
Yeah, it's not going to help you, but yeah, you can walk through the wall at any point that you can actually touch the wall.
Okay. I'm just trying to see where it's going to take me. Yeah, no, that's not going to help me.
Have you listened to our Skies of Arcadia episode then? Because it is my favorite JRPG as well. In fact, if when we're done with Obduction, that may be the next game that we do.
That is a fun one. I never finished it when Mystic and I were first dating. But I had fun playing it. Even I was literally falling asleep while I was playing it because I would play it way too late. But what is this? That is not going to take me anywhere I want to be.
You sure?
What?
Are you sure? I didn't see what it was. You can go through. You can always go back if it's not the place you want to be.
Wait a second. Maybe this is where I want to... Whoa. I feel a little stuck here. Oh, no, this is where the cemetery is.
Yeah, but you might be able to use that to your advantage if you go up against the wall or something. You might be able to like squeeze your way onto a different area.
Like here?
Like if you squeeze against the side, you might be able to go through the membrane to a different point you couldn't get to before.
Like right here? Like this spot?
I'd say the other side. Is it? It's confusing because it's like it rotates around you.
What the heck?
Maybe I'm wrong.
No.
I know there's a way to get onto the wall from here.
I keep wanting to jump the rocks, and
I know.
And I have to remind myself that is not a thing.
Oh, I know it's long. I've watched Penguin speedrun it a few times now. And just like a speedrun, like the fastest speedrun I think is 11 something hours.
Keep phasing in and out, guys.
That's fine. There's something that I can't quite remember. Maybe there's a stairwell or something that we're not seeing, or a staircase. There's something
around here that should get you to the other side. Okay.
Or I'm misremembering my map, and you might want to check your map, but I don't think I'm wrong.
The map that's in the photos?
Yeah.
Well,
In fact, I'm going to come over there and look at it with you.
Alright, hold on. We're going to be sharing mics now. Oh, gosh. Alright, so. This is... Go with that one? Okay. So we are in... Let's see, I want to make sure everybody can see what we're looking at. So this is...
So you are here.
In the plateau.
You want to come out...
You want to come out this way.
So the way to do that is you come out here.
Uh-huh.
Then you come out, then you go back. You want to get over here, actually. Walk through here, and then I think there's a staircase down or something, if I remember correctly. It's hard to remember.
And then goes to the other side that gets you to the wall.
But you should probably have to walk this whole way to get to here.
So why the heck did I go here in the first place?
I can be wrong, you know. I don't have a walkthrough.
Ah.
Or, well, you can walk through and just run through Farley's.
Yeah, that's what I'll do.
But no, like for a while there with Buddy, I would just turn on the Scars of Arcadia speedruns. And
yeah, that's a lot of what Mystic's been doing when he's home with little Buddy. It's just a lot of like watching, you know.
No, go through to the cemetery and then go through Farley's.
Oh, this is the cemetery, yeah, duh. It's just a lot of like mild-mannered Let's Plays and speedruns and
lots of blind Let's Plays too, because those are fun. But usually those are like stuff like Fallout or Mass Effect, which Buddy doesn't watch, but I try to keep him turned away from the more violent or explodey bits because overstimulated toddlers are not a good thing to have.
No, we would like to prevent as much trauma as possible, even if it's just minor. Oh my gosh, I don't know what I
just
thought.
to remind you, you can run.
Duh. Wait, I shouldn't say duh. I can't jump, but I can run. Whee! So I want to run out straight this way.
And then hang right.
And then hang right.
Well, not right outside her house, but yeah, keep to the right.
Go through the archway and hang right. I at least know what right and left is. I will... Okay. This looks like something I haven't, like...
The problem is older games, like when you get to older games that people have to emulate, it's hard to find a lot of blind Let's Plays because you need to have some technical knowledge to run emulators, and people tend to have to look up how to fix bugs and all that stuff. So now here you might have to scooch around and try to find
the right spot. I'm so glad you're here, Mystic, because if I was playing this by myself, oh my lord.
You would have, your brain would eventually adapt.
No, that's not, I don't think you understand how stubborn my brain is when it comes to this stuff. Let's see. Well, let's go out this side. That's not the wall. Where am I?
Someplace you haven't been yet. This does help you, I think.
Oh. Oh! Sweet.
So it's not the wall that you want.
Is it the other side of the wall?
You're on the wall, so I would assume so.
Oh no. Oh dear. So what I'll probably want to do is go to see where does this take me.
I'm not a huge fan of The Witness. I know I'm going to have to do the lore for it eventually, but I don't like the puzzle makeup of The Witness.
Okay, where am I? Oh my gosh. Okay. I must be doing something right because the music changed.
And the scenery is like a little different.
Huh?
You haven't been here before is what I'm saying.
No, this is definitely different.
Maybe that's why I enjoy watching blind Let's Plays of puzzle games too, because I can't replay them as much.
We were talking about, so me and a coworker were talking about like watching reaction videos and how we really like the ones where we can genuinely see the joy people are feeling.
I like the ones where I don't like the ones usually where I can see the person all the time.
Yeah.
But it's always fun that you can still hear people's excitement or whatever.
Yeah, we were talking about, he didn't say which one, what the name was of the channel, but he talked about some people based in Atlanta who are people who really like listening to rock music and just seeing, like, they have different types, like, the woman's more into Rammstein. Oh, it's a straight couple, and the woman's more into Rammstein, and the guy's more into, like, Evanescence and those, like, female vocals with the apparatus.
For a while there, I was watching a lot of people react to Bandmade.
I mentioned that to him. That's partly how the discussion started.
Which is great if you like rock music that just happens to be Japanese.
Yes. If you like music where you just don't know what the heck is being said, like, it's fine. Oh. What's this? Nope. Hold on. Let's look at the photos. I hate that the music goes away when you gotta look at the photos. 406. I'm gonna try it. Yes! So what were we trying to do by getting in here? I'm trying to remember.
This opens up a lot of possibilities now.
Vote for Joseph?
But first, there's a lot of lore here.
Joseph Vermeer.
My goal was to get you in the tower today. There's still another thing we can do before we can get to the tree.
Okay. Well,
but you can notice you can open a couple doors into here now, at least.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. There's an elevator. I guess this is Yusuf's desk.
I will explain one thing here. There is another door to the tower above you. So there's a lower tower and an upper tower door. You do not have the code for the upper tower.
Mayor's. Oh gosh. How long has this town been around? Holy crap. Luther Roscoe. Wait, 500 BH to 3 BH. Carl Hunrath. 0 to... What the heck? These years are so short. And then, so there...
Or, think about that differently.
Again, oh, base 4. Okay.
No, base 4 is only that one thing.
Wait. What? Is it years or is it days?
I don't think there's an... I'm pretty sure it's days. Because there's... Mild spoiler. There is a journal you're going to find that's somebody chronicling days. So it's days.
So we've got 16,975 days. Okay, I'm sorry. Out of my own curiosity. Getting a calculator. Sapphy needs a calculator. Hold on. So, because I just want to know how many years that technically is. So you have to add at least about a year and a half here. 365. So yeah. And then you do calculator. So you're getting we don't know what present is.
We do not know what present is, no.
Yeah. So 16975. Farley was only mayor for 30 days. So I guess Farley didn't want to be mayor. So divided by 365. 46 years. Holy crap. So it's at least been 40. We're getting close to
I think, I don't remember what, there's
50-ish years at least.
If you remember, there's a logbook that we found that had people who had just shown up recently.
Yeah.
And we're going to find a journal somewhere in this room that's going to detail recent days. More recent days. So
Okay, so then we'll do more math after that.
that's all backer reward stuff.
Oh.
Yeah, don't worry about any of that stuff.
It's weird looking stuff though. So okay, so oh, here we go. Whoa. Okay. This with regard to the imminent attack, the full council vote was unanimous and I gave my final approval. Preparations updated. So it sounds like that they used the typical kind of like, what are those rules? I use these rules all the time in my own board that I serve on, but like the rules of like, you know, I have a motion, I second.
I have no idea.
There's a name for those rules and I forgot, but it sounds like they use something similar to that. So that informs us the Villains just completed their construction and have started testing. Special council session 12. No one attended. I will. It appears that the council members feel like we're having too many meetings. Since the plan has been approved, so we can reduce our meetings to every 2 days from now. While I was asking Cecil about the absence, I also inquired about securing the tower area. CW is Cecil, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Special Council Session 13. Cecil will provide a new key code for the lower lock in the next few days. Cecil was concerned about any survivors not having access, so it was decided that we would conceal the code in Farley's house and give the residents the location as they were being chambered. I also had him change the upper tower access code. A clue to that code has been placed under the direction of our first mayor. I have decided the direction of our first mayor. So in the cemetery, I've decided to bring some of the more important marriage logs with me for chambering, specifically the initial Hunrath log, and then the logs that document the history of our conflict with the Mofang. I would think we would have an extra chamber available for historical documents. Oh my gosh, how much of this do I need to read?
You have the pertinent information already.
Okay. This is interesting. Future souls of what our last days were like. Oh my god. Our last days. If Farley doesn't hear from the Mofang, we will be returned back to them. Interesting. So, what is this? Is this a backer item?
No.
Oh shoot. It's a compass, isn't it? Rhode Island. Okay. I'm going to take a picture of...
The compass does nothing. It rotates randomly.
Okay. I'll take a picture of it just in case. And then I'm going to put it back.
I would take a picture of the bottom, too.
It says Rhode Island, right?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, then, I mean, like, I don't...
That's a backer item.
Okay.
What's the case say?
The case says... It looks like it says Roscoe. Yeah, Roscoe. Roscoe. It's got Rhode Island on the back of it. Another warning pamphlet. is under the leader of our first... Oh, Rhode Island. Roscoe, under the leadership of our first mayor, Rhode Island. Okay. Okay. I'm going to assume that's the clue. Now, we don't have to go all the way back to the freaking cemetery.
You can open the door behind you and the door next to the desk just for future ease.
Oh, hold on. Gotta do this thing. It's not a puzzle. Yay! So this is where you can get to the tree. Ah, you couldn't get into it here. Okay, now it makes sense.
How do you get through that door, though?
Huh?
How do you get through the tree door, though?
Is it downstairs? Is that an elevator? Is it connected to the elevator I saw? Let's see. Oh.
The elevator will not work right now. I'll save you that time. Because the elevator is locked and part of the upstairs door lock.
The upstairs door lock?
You can open that door you just looked at.
Just leaving doors open like a freaking heathen. I don't think if I was playing, if this was like my real life, if I got abducted and I was like, oh crap, I'm in a new place and I don't know what's going on, I would not be leaving all these doors open behind me.
Yeah, this ain't an RPG.
Especially after reading, oh, the Mofang might kill us. I don't want to be slaughtered by aliens. Okay, so this is how we get out. Okay. All right, so now we have all these entrances to the mayor's office open and ready to go. So, porthole, that's why that's there.
You want me to save you a good chunk of time without
What?
giving you a solution?
I don't know where to go.
First thing you're going to do
Uh-huh.
is go turn the bridge back so you can walk across the wall on the other side.
So that means I have to go down.
Well, you can just go outside.
Yeah, I know. Go out this way and go.
Yeah.
Wait, hold on. I keep thinking that this connect. Well, can I walk like this and it'll take me there? Okay, it does. Cool. For a moment, I was like, I think it's being weird. It won't let me do it. Okay. So we just have to close that door again? And then go through.
Because now you have a way onto
Yes.
the wall.
Yes.
And you can run.
Ah!
Do you just keep forgetting about that?
Yes.
Because you can't jump.
No.
I'm trying not to lead you too much, but I think I'm leading you a bit more this time than I did before.
I'll be honest, Mystic. I can't see myself. Can I twist this?
You don't see yourself ever playing this game.
I don't see myself being able to complete this easily. Wait.
You had to put the thing down. Rotate the propeller.
Huh?
You had to rotate the propeller so that it goes the opposite direction again.
Rotate this?
Yeah. Put the other side down.
Okay.
All the way down.
All the way? Okay. this would be easy to remember if I was playing this all the way straight through, I'm sure.
Yeah, like back, like day to day instead of 2 weeks at a time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
You are at a disadvantage in that regard, especially since you can't go back. Like if you had the time, you could go back and watch our stuff, but you don't have the time.
No,
So.
I'll try next time to do a refresher course so that it's a little less leading.
Mm-hmm.
Because I'm realizing a part of it is just memory.
Mm-hmm.
So now I can run like that. I should remember I can run. But so what we're gonna do is get back to the tree and get back to that door that we opened. The little fanfares always gets me every time. And here's the open door. All right. So this hopefully has power? Or no?
No, you still have to access the upper tower.
Which means going back onto the wall. Which means getting to the other side of the wall.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Okay, so I'm not dumb. I'm just forgetting where things are.
Well, you don't have a memory for level design.
No, I don't. I don't have
So.
a memory for directions in real life either, so
Nope.
it's pretty consistent. I hope you guys finding it entertaining as I suffer. No, I'm having fun. I am having fun.
This just is never a game you would play by yourself.
No, I can't play this.
You would watch me play, I think.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah. Which
This
is what we'll do when we do Firmament, because maybe I'll have you do the lore for Firmament so I can play it for the first time and not have. Well, no, I want to play it before we spoil it. So.
Yeah, What I need to do is finish Disco Elysium so I could do the lore and watch you play it, because I think it would be really fun to watch you play that.
Uh-oh.
Mm-hmm. Especially with the version I have.
Didn't they come out with a new version recently?
Huh?
Did they just come out with a new version of it or something? Like a...
So, a few months ago, they came out with a fully voice-acted version, which is beautiful. It's so good. And there's like a narrator who's like narrating different parts of you, and man, they do such a good job.
I'm not going to help you with this puzzle, by the way.
What?
I'm not going to help you with this upcoming puzzle, by the way.
Lame.
You should be able to do this because of when you were born.
What?
You'll understand eventually. People who know the puzzle are going to understand what I mean by that. That's just going to take you back down where you were, but it's good to have it for future reference.
Okay. That's right, because we want to stay on the other side of the wall. Are we? Is this involve a rotary phone? I'm not that old, I guess. We had a rotary phone when I was a kid. What else could this involve? 7-channel televisions.
7, jeez.
Well, 12. I don't know. I mean, it could involve phone lines. Period. Could involve mail. Like regular mail. Writing a check. Could involve writing a check.
A puzzle of writing a check. That sounds even worse than anything they've ever done.
Somebody's done that in a game and has been sorely disappointed. Okay, so. Yes, it's rotary. Okay.
Now, the only reason I'm not going to help you too much, if you want me to give you a hint, I will. But you have all the information you need to do this.
So, this is a sound. Let's see. Oh. Okay, let's check. So it was... That's 1. And so the last one is 0. Like, how do I clear it is my question.
Oh, you don't clear. You just have to kind of be wrong, and then it'll clear.
Yeah, that's fair. All right. So we have all the information we need. So essentially we need a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 binary digit number.
Binary digit.
10, base 10, I should
Yeah.
say. Sorry. Rhode Island. Rhode Island. CLU287. So the question is, what's CLU? There was how many digits there? Let's see. Any other? I'm so glad I took a picture of those freaking license plates.
I'm glad you made that connection already. There are people who do not get it. But you got lucky because you got Rhode Island.
Yeah.
There are people who get, because that's a random thing.
Oh, okay.
And actually the plates change also. You can get different plates that aren't there for you. And some people get stuff that they just get really stuck on, like DC or something. And then they go looking all over place. And they don't click that it's Washington, D.C.
Oh, yeah. That
So you got lucky with Rhode Island.
So Rhode Island. So that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 digits. CLU. The CLU is the part that confounds me. So wait a second. Hold on. I already forgot. It was CLU 287.
That part confounds you, really?
The 2 letters, and then you have to do that, because think about it this way: it can be, if you're it's texting, isn't it? It's texting, isn't it? That's what it is. CLU287. CLU287. So I have to go back and remember how that looks on a... Oh my gosh, is it on our phones? I didn't know that was on.
The numbers and letter correlation has always been the same. They've just added... So old phones didn't have a Q or a Z.
Right.
That's why you have 2 numbers that have 4 letters, because they added them in.
Oh.
But way back, you would do phone numbers. You would do a name that would be the first 2 letters. So if you wanted to call a certain number, you might say, I want to call Bryant 4444. So they would say, that's BRY, and then the operator would put 4444. So that's how they would. That's how you would call when you were talking to an operator.
U is on.
Sorry, first three numbers, not 2 numbers.
So that's 098 287. So this is 2.
Also, Bryant 4444 is a reference to Abbott and Costello.
8 7. Ah. Hooray! So I can call it up here. Sweet. Yeah, it took me a while. For a moment I was like, because I didn't see a touch tone phone that had that here, so I wasn't sure if that was going to be...
There's a rotary dial near the gas station. It's all on an island all by itself. There's a phone booth that has a deactivated phone that just has a rotary dial in it.
Wow.
So that's there for people who don't know. But you've seen a rotary dial. You probably just didn't remember that there were letters on it too.
Oh, okay.
I don't think I led you too much through that one.
No, you really didn't. That was...
I figured once you did texting, you were just a jump away from it anyway. Once you said texting.
Okay. Because my fear was that it was going to be where it was numerically in the alphabet. And
Oh,
like,
yeah, no.
Then that's a different story. Oh, hold on. There's a note here. This looks like the mayor's quarters, but... Oh, is this the same? Okay, so now we've got a filled-in worksheet. So this one is 1. We see that this is 18. We see that this is 158, and we see that this is 5. So... Oh. So what's the
You're fine.
comment? Okay.
For the sake of expediency, there's a simple number thing we can do later for that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool to know that that's there. But this isn't going to get me to the tree. I think I have to go down one more.
You're right. There is a. Hi, Gondar. I'm glad you could join us.
Yay!
There's a newspaper. No, you want to stay down here.
Oh.
You haven't seen everything yet. There's a newspaper clipping that tells you, if you need help, dial 555 help or whatever. So they kind of seed that a little bit.
There we go. Can you?
Oh, I've seen so many people go to the phone booth trying to dial in all sorts of numbers.
Oh my gosh. I was hoping there was something in the Vitrola.
There is, but it's just music.
Okay. But why won't it go up? Do I have to call it?
No, it's right there.
I know.
Sometimes sometimes the buttons are finicky. You have to be really close to them.
Right up in your business buttons. There we go.
Can we bill him and how? I didn't click on that. I didn't get that before.
Go.
Now we can see if that valve we turned way back when actually was turned or not.
The tree. Oh my gosh. I'm trying to remember what we were trying to do.
You're trying to hook up. CW just basically told you the tree has to be connected.
Yeah.
That's all he's kind of told you.
Why is it loading like that? It automatically saved. Oh.
There's nothing to do there.
Okay, if it's so dark, I couldn't tell it was connected or not.
I don't remember
We got some nice modern lights hanging out in here. I guess they saved those for the... Oh! I can see why people like these types of games. Like, this is cool to discover. It's cool to figure out secrets.
It's just not for you.
The type of game it is not for me.
The discovery aspect is cool, though.
Yeah.
I don't remember if this actually got connected or not. We'll have to find out. Okay, so we have to go back up and turn on the water. Let's do that next time, but for now you can look at the awesomeness of this.
What the... What? What is this? I'm sorry, what is this? Wait, what is this? What is going on? Oh my gosh. Well, now we're just doing something that I feel like is metaphysically impossible. Like, what is this? What is this?
Oh, go through one of the other doors.
What? trying so hard to keep this family friendly, everybody. I really am. There was actually, it was funny, at one point, Mystic had to bleep me in the midst of this. Oh, more of the same? I mean, is it beautiful? Yes. Should this exist? Absolutely not. Physics says no. Physics says no.
So next time we'll actually turn on the water because we thought we did that, but we guess we didn't, and we'll actually see what happens.
How does somebody who's new to this whole planet remembers to turn on water when basically they look out and they're like, oh, I could just fall through the sky any moment from these tree roots buried in the ground? What? What? What is happening? Physics says no.
So, all right, we're going to end it there.
All right, we are. Jeez. Thank you for joining us. We hope you had a great time.
Thank you.
Thank you. Let us know what you think about our episode of Guild Wars. Next week, I'll be playing Guild Wars 1. And then a week after that, we'll come back. We're going to come back to this. Oh, man. All right. Mind blown. Here we are.
All right. Thanks.
Thanks for watching.
Bye.